That was hypocrite, right?
Don't forget he's 8.
Did he not just say that we should? Did he not just say, Esau, that we've been set up by God to come and teach the people? He showed him the law of God, not what our imagination.
I don't think it's just about the beard. I think it's just being told what to do, right?
No, God told him to do that.
He might think he's petty.
Hey, Esau, did God tell him to do that? Or was it us? Did we tell him to go sell drugs? Did we tell him to go sell drugs and shoot you?
He doesn't say that as a little.
Did we tell him to go sell drugs and shoot you? Because that's what our children are saying in the gang videos. Yeah? Yeah, so we're telling him righteous stuff from God.
That's right. But some of them
Is that the truth? Is that the truth?
A fake man.
Is that the truth?
A fake man can't be a car.
Is that no? But is that the truth?
But you told him that, and he didn't accept that.
And that's God's word, right? There you go. So why is he saying in the blood of Jesus I rebuke? He was rebuking you in the blood of Jesus. And now you wanna go give him thanks.
He told me. I said, "Why do you call me a demon?" He said, "I don't think you're a demon." He goes, "There was someone around." He said, "I think you're a good man." That's what he said.
So now he's not a demon, and now we're the demons. You see that?
Yeah, that's true.
Do you see how it turned out? Because we said the word of God, you become the good guy, and now we've become the bad guy.
I can't disagree.
Only Israel. Get me that.
Yeah, it's true. I can't disagree.
What are you holding? Acts 15, 16.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 15, verse 16. And this will I return and will build again the tabernacle of David.
So when the tabernacle of David comes, he's going to say, tarry out of Jericho until your beard be grown. Yeah, when you go to Solomon, yeah, Hannon took David's servants and cut their beards, yeah, and cut the garments so they can see the buttocks. Yeah, and then David said, don't come back into Jericho because the people will laugh at you. They will disrespect you. Wait a little bit outside the walls and then come in when your beards grow back.
Then will I set up the tabernacle of David, which is fallen down.
Set up the tabernacle of David, which has been fallen down, and he's going to build it back up, man.
And will build again the ruins thereof, and I will set it up.
That's what's going to happen. Oh, yeah, Carlisle, how about...
How can you be mistaken about the beard?
Get me
a man of Jesus.
Isaiah 30.
How can you be mistaken about the beard? What do you think?
Isaiah 30 and 8.
He's not going to grow a beard, is he? So why would he make such a mistake if he's a man? Why would he make such a mistake?
Because they're old bottles, mate. They're old bottles, mate.
This...
Yeah, give me that one.
But he could have got it wrong, couldn't he? He might not be a bad one. He might have just got something completely wrong.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 8. Now go write it before them in a table, and note it. And note it in a book, that it shall be for a time to come forever and ever. That this is a rebellious people.
It's a rebellious people, man. That's why our people love to rebel against the Father, man. That's right. Yeah. Set up, like you said, he set up righteous men to come and tell them that they just rebel.
That's good.
Lying children that will not heed the laws of the Lord.
That's what it is. Yeah. They're children that will not listen to the laws, man.
Right.
And we set up people like us to come and tell them, but the Father says, tell them anyway. Tell them anyway, because he's doing it because he wants us to get the blood off of our hands.
That's right.
So when it comes to slaying, don't say that we never told you, you so-called blacks, you Native Americans, you Seminole Indians, to keep the Father's commandments, man. Yeah, you are children of Israel. You're chosen. You're above all these people on the face of the earth. You're the best at running, driving, cooking, inventing. Yeah? You're the best at anything you can put your mind to. Yeah? The Father's told you that you are princesses. You're not no queens. You're not no drag queens. You ain't got wax. You ain't got no wax out here so that you can disrespect men. You ain't got no big bumps so you can twerk and shake them on the TV. That is stupidness.
That's right.
That is harder.
That's right.
You don't have to put yourself in harder and wear weaves and wigs and relax and wear wigs.
Teach,
to look like some damn dog.
Teach,
Yeah? Your people are foolish, they are lacking knowledge, and they are harlots.
Come.
Our women have turned into harlots. They need to fix up and smell the nuclear weapons that are about to explode. The nukes are coming. The war is about to release. It's fury, it's fire. And when the war comes, the only one that can save you from the nuclear weapons is the Father and the chariots.
That's right.
Yeah? The Father with the holy angels, man. And he ain't gonna save no damn heathens. The heathens shall perish.
Always Israel does want to save the
The Israel always wants to save the heathens, man. How they want to kill each other. They make bombs to kill each other. Oh yeah, I'm the bad man. My country's got 20,000 bombs.
Bro, my country's got 30,000 bombs.
My bomb's got 30 bombs. 30,000 bombs.
Yeah, but I've got Israelites that love me, because I'm going to be safe with them.
I've got Israelites I'm holding on to, and you're not gonna know. Yes, we're gonna know. Yeah, let's get this, man. We ain't even got
This is youthful anger. You're too young. You're a clown.
Get me Revelations. Let's get Revelations, chapter 18 and verse 6, and let's see if we're gonna evolve.
So I live local, isn't it?
Let's gonna see if we evolve from Revelation chapter 18 verse 6. I want to evolve into this. This is why I want to evolve into. Let's go.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, a double unto her, double according to her work.
I want to reward the so-called white people double for what they've done to the so-called blacks, yeah, the Native Americans, the Seminole Indians. I want to reward them double for slavery.
That's right.
Yeah, for putting our wives in so much turmoil, giving them weave and relaxer, and giving them some benefits to make them think that they can rule above the men. I'm gonna make sure that I reward the Edomite woman so that they suppress their men.
That's right.
I'm gonna reward the Edomite women so nicely, man. I'm gonna I make them put them down. I make them look like pieces of shit. Kick them out the houses. Yeah? And so that they can, and then they're not even gonna be treated that nice anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that their heads are bald. Yeah? Stick swords up their vaginas. Yeah, it's gonna be Yahweh Ratazah, most high willing. We're gonna render, the Bible says, render unto them double. It doesn't say relax, give them hugs, and give them double hugs, kisses. You don't know what happened to us. They cut the bellies of our unborn children and kicked our children like a bastard, like a football on the street. Remember them footballs that you have on the string? And then you got the football on the string and you kick the football like this.
That's right.
That's what we're doing, eating my babies. We'll get eating my babies and we'll go like this. We'll get the umbilical cord, and we'll get them cut open the bellies, and we'll get the babies like this. I'll be kicking doodles like this. You may wish you never said that. Regenerated. I'm going to wish to who? To leprechauns.
You may wish you never said
To
that,
who?
mate.
Who am I wishing to?
I'm not a
Leprechauns.
leprechaun.
Damn Irish.
You know what? It's just ridiculous.
Who am I going to wish to?
Business.
Who am I going to
You know that
You're wishing.
leprechaun.
Who am I going to wish
Come on,
to?
man.
You're gonna wish
Leprechaun.
to.
Right?
Who do you wish to?
Come back.
Who's your God? Who's your God?
Leprechaun.
Who's your God? The God of who?
The God of love. The God of creation. Right? That's what my God is. The God of creation.
All right. We'll show you. We'll show you. John chapter 2 verse 22.
Bring it out.
Yeah, we will. Happy shall we be when we take their little ones and dash them to the stone. Give me that. Now we'll read you something in the Bible. This is something you've never heard before in your life. Let's show you this verse that you've never read. The pastor's never read this. Psalms 137. Psalms 137. Let's go.
This is the book of Psalms.
Let's go. Let's read these, man.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 137, verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom.
Remember the Edomites.
in the days of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughters of Babylon, who are to be destroyed, happy shall he be.
The daughters of Babylon have to be destroyed.
That's right.
How are they going to be destroyed? By the hands of the Israelites.
That's right. Happy shall he be that rewarded. There's that reward again. Rewarded thee.
So that's it. Reward them double according to her works. According to your ancestors. According to your forefathers.
The man who enslaved you.
Rewarded unto thee. Rewarded thee. And thou hast served us.
So how you serve us is how we shall serve you. Double.
Happy shall they be that taketh and dashes thy little one against a stone.
We're going to be happy. Read that again. I don't think he's heard this. What we're going to do?
Happy shall they be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stone.
Happy shall we be when we take the Edomite children and dash them to the stones, man. We're going to dash them to the stones. This is a Psalms. This is not David. David was reading this, man. He's like, we're going to get the Edomites. They think David was coming to hug and kiss the Philistines. Did David come and kill Philistines? Didn't he kill Moabites? Didn't he kill Ammonites?
That's right.
Jebusites?
That's right.
Canaanites?
There you go.
The tabernacle of David is coming back to kill the guy.
Right.
So when you're saying don't do that, you ain't got the spirit of David in you, man. You got the spirit of a coon.
That's right.
The spirit of a guy that's a bounty. You're a bounty hunter, man. They done that to us.
That's a good question.
They done that to us.
That's a very good question.
We're gonna cut the bellies
should
of
he
the
cut them with
women.
me now?
Yeah, not now. Not now.
Okay. That's what I'm asking.
No, not now. But Yahweh Raptors are the most high willing.
Yeah.
The time is going to come that we shall be happy to do that. Hey, let's get that.
When Jesus has done his job.
Yo, why you keep shouting, bro? Let the Bible do its work.
No.
Ecclesiasticus 25. A dog returneth to the vomit. Yeah? A dog will always return to the vomit. Because he just vomits up and the dog will come back and eat up his own vomit. Dogs are stupid. Give me that. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 25 and 7.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy,
This is what makes us happy.
and the 10th I will utter in my tongue. A man that have joy for his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
And what?
And he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
That will make us happy when we see the fall of our enemies, man. That's why we say, the Most High willing, we become that number to put our hand to the heathen, man. Because he's setting up, give me Ezekiel chapter 9. He's setting up people, that are Israelites, that are sighing for the abominations. And it says, slay utterly old, slay utterly young.
Do you know that the Bible,
That's right.
and the nations, the Americans, the Russians, and everyone will come against Israelis?
This is
Israelites yourself?
Yeah.
There's going to be
And we're going to be happy when that happens.
And God is going to come and save Israel.
During that, when that happens, he's going to save them. Yeah, the Israelites, not the so-called white people.
Israelites. Okay.
Yeah, not the Israelis.
Okay, Israelites. No, the people that are in Israel now, they come from Russia.
They come from Georgia, Russia. They come from Germany.
I know
The
that.
Khazarians.
I know that.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 1
So start from 4. Go for it.
and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the forehead of the men that sigh and cry, for all the abomination that he hath done in the midst thereof.
So the Father says, the Most High says, put a mark upon the people that sigh and cry for the abominations.
That's right.
I'll put a mark on the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, you Latinos, you Negroes, that are crying out for what they have done to us, man. They will be the ones elected. They will be the ones chosen to put their hands on these heathens, man.
That's right.
Yeah, these heathens are going to die for their abominations of their forefathers, man.
That's right.
Verse 5.
Verse 5. And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite him. Let not your eyes spare, neither have any pity.
We're not going to spare or have pity, man. Yahweh Ratazar, that's what I said. Not right now, but the ones that are crying and sighing, they shall be spared, they shall have mercy, the Father will have mercy on them. But then, we ain't going to have mercy. We're going to lay our hands on these people, man. Upon the old ones, upon the young ones.
Man, the same way they got us in 70 AD. So, the same way that they came and got us from the west coast of Africa in 70 AD, driving us out of Jerusalem, is the same way we're going to come back, but double, to put our hands on you.
And get you out of your pits, man.
That's right.
And drag you out of your pits, man.
Come on.
Get me Amos, is that finished? Say out to the old and young. Yo, yeah, you finish that verse.
Verse 6. Slay unto the old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not nigh any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at the sanctuary. Then shall begin the ancient men which were before the house.
Begin at the sanctuary. The sanctuary is begin at the 2/3 of Israel that are being wicked, man. It says begin at our own people that don't want to keep the beards and start getting the heathens. Bro, the Father's got a plan.
That's right.
This is a good book. This is the instruction manual and the plans of the whole world to come.
Right.
And what has been before. This is prophecy we're reading.
That's right.
When you read certain scriptures, you're like, wow, has he done that already? No, that ain't been happened yet, because the ones that are being coons are still bringing out some prosperity doctrine. Like, oh yeah, we can get money for this gospel. So I'm joking. Brother, you got any questions? Any questions? Do you know who you are? Huh? What's your nationality? What's your nationality? What's your nationality? What's your nationality? You would have said you are Jamaican. Jamaican. What uptown, downtown, Mabia, Kingston. I'm Mabia, uptown. Alright. We're going to show you something in the Bible, yeah? That's going to show you. You shouldn't be calling yourself Jamaica. Jamaica means the land of wood and water. You understand? Wood and water, that's not good enough. I don't want to be where a slave man, these big guys, came and brought man in chains and stole us from the West Coast. And I'm going to call myself something that the Father doesn't, it's not in the Bible. Because we know we are biblical. There's Egyptian in the Bible. Yeah? There's Ethiopia in the Bible. There's Rome in the Bible. How can they know their identity in the Bible, but we don't, according to the Bible? Understand? That's one thing we have to get used to. We have to get used to knowing our real names, according to God. Understand? Give me this one. You know what? Yeah, get it.
This is the book. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall all these curses shall come upon thee, and pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hast not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord, Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes that he commanded thee. They shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon thy seed forever.
So these are going to be a sign and a wonder when we understand this here. Get 37. One more.
Verse 37. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 37. And thou shalt come. And thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether Yahweh shall lead thee.
So the Father's name, you just say like Yahweh, right? Yeah, we don't say Lord. Yeah, when you hear Lord, it just means master. Yeah, so our master is the Father. The Father, Abba, is Yahweh. You always say Kumbaya, Hallelujah. The Rastas are getting a bit nuts with Jah. Calling about Kush. Ethiopia. We are not Ethiopia. These curses, they're upon the children of Israel. When you read the book of Deuteronomy from the first chapter, get that. When you get the book of Deuteronomy, the first chapter, right? This book is only this whole book, it only speaks to the children of Israel. From the beginning, from Genesis to Revelation, it says there's only 12 gates for the 12 tribes. Right. For the children of Israel. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Let me do the chapter. Understand? We'll give you the channel so you can meeting and give your email address and information so you can live and learn. You get me? But there's among our people, bro, there's also a lot of them that look like Israelites and they're not Israelites. Their forefathers, they've got the blood of an Edomite inside them. You understand? Because our forefathers have been raped. I mean, our foremothers, our mothers have been raped by the Irish and the Indian and the Hamites. So we could look like we're Israel, but there's tears amongst us. You understand? But what it is, how we identify is that the ones that just move by like dry bones, and the ones that hearken and the ones that want to learn, that's the Most High giving that spirit. That's the Most High that's increasing with the Hawashai. That's increasing it, and that's why it's identified that we are the children of the living power.
Right.
Because we will cry out for the abominations.
That's right.
The ones that don't want to cry out for the abominations and want to be gangsters and rude boys. A lot of them are Israelites as well, but we want the ones that love the Father and want to do the works. The ones that don't want to do these works,
Come on.
you know what I mean? We could really care. You know what I mean? That's our YouTube channel and our information, email address, and then you want to contact us. Yeah? And we're going to show you something, bro. Deuteronomy chapter 1. Yeah?
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto who?
Unto all Israel.
So the Moses spoke this to the Israelites. Alright? So that's why we said Deuteronomy. Yeah? It said that go back to the Deuteronomy 28. Yeah? Like this was going to be a proverb and a byword. We call Jamaica is a proverb and a byword. Calling ourselves pick-me. Pick-me is pick a nigger. So that we don't want to be calling ourselves, yes, my pick-me. You're belittling your child. You're calling him a proverb and a byword. You know what I mean? That's not the words that we are. Go to Genesis. Yeah, go to Genesis 36 and 37. Jacob's name is changed. Genesis 32. Genesis 32 and verse 28.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 28. And he said, thy name shall no more be called Jacob, but Israel. But Israel. For as a prince, hast thou power with God, and with men, and has prevailed.
Go to Isaiah chapter 45 So this is telling us that we shall not be called Jacob anymore, yeah, but called Israel. Because being called Israel means that you're a prince of the living power. You don't want to be called the land of mud and water. I'd rather be called the prince of the living power.
Yeah, that's what
The prince of God.
That's what you are.
That's what you are. But you need to keep the commandments so you power yourself up.
Love. That's the commandment.
For me to love you is to tell you the commandments.
Love.
For me to love you is not to make you walk on by and wickedness.
No.
Me to love you is to tell you to keep the commandments.
That's the word. You must not do it.
For me to love you is to openly rebuke you. And I rebuke you in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushai to keep his commandments and go obey. Don't say if the Bible is not mine. I'm not telling you to be a bad man and go sell drugs and go pick up a 9mm and kill that man for me and I'll give you 10 grand. I'm telling you to keep the word of God. Why is that a bad thing?
No, it was nothing wrong those days. They were wrong people. They had wrong words.
So what's wrong? There's no new commandment that says cut your beard now. So why are you being stupid?
I don't have to do that. For me to be saved. God has already saved me. I need to.
How are you saved? But we're still in
By showing
captivity.
the love. Everything centers around love.
Hey big man, you got a little spit. Hey big man, hear this. You're an old bottle and you're broken. Yeah? I don't know how you're gonna get fixed, man. You're an old man, but you see how you're a babe and you're willing to learn and you're gonna do thus saith the Bible. Be hearers of the word
And doers of the word.
and do it. So we just told you to do the bad thing.
I am telling
And
you.
you're not gonna do it. Why?
Because
you got a spirit on you. And I rebuke that spirit in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushua.
No.
Alright, come, let's go.
That's right.
You're an old bottle, man. You're broken.
That's right.
Isaiah 45. Isaiah 45 and verse 4.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 4. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel my elect, I have called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee. Though thou hast not known me.
That's why it says, man, an ox knows his owner and an ass knows his master's crib. But it says in them end days, go to 43. It says that in the end days, you shall surname ourselves back to Israel.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 44 and verse 5. One shall say, I am Yahweh, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, Yahweh, and another shall subscribe with his hands unto Yahweh and surname himself by the name of Israel.
By the name of Yasha Allah. Yeah, Yasha Allah means prince of power, Allah, of God. Yeah, we are princes of God. We are gods on this earth. Psalm 82 and 6. We are meant to judge this world. Yeah, we are meant to be the ones in rulership. But right now, because we disobey the commandments, now we're called Jamaicans, we're called West Indians, we're called Bajans, Trinidadians, Ghanaians, Canadians,
Right.
Nigerians. All these ends.
That's right.
Let's not call ourselves barbarians. You know what I mean? Because we're actually barbaric now. We're doing all stupidness. Our wickedness has now exalted the heathens.
Teach, huh?
Now we're cutting our organs. We come and learn their ways. Now in Jamaica, they're cutting our organs and sending them on the black market.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Stealing our, messing up our own little daughters and our own nieces and nephews. You know what I mean? The dirtiness is going on in Jamaica. Don't buy back to Guy, all the man up died. Now they're walking around Kingston High Road late at night. Our people have become stupid. I'm seeing the other day, Rastaman slapping the pork. Saying, Rastafari, slapping up the pork. And he's going to eat the chentan and the swine. Our people are stupid. Our people are dumb. And before they were big bad man rude boys. You know what I mean? Now they're big stupid idiots. You understand? The Benjamites are the rude boys in the Bible, you know. No one could rap with them.
No one could rap.
But now they've become degenerates. They become a lost seed.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 82, and verse 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
That's right.
We are children of the Most High. To be children of the Most High, we have to call ourselves Israel. Understand? To call ourselves Israel, we have to move, not say the word. Not moving like, oh no, I'm saved. I'm saved with the blood of Jesus. That blood, that spill, was the blood of sacrifice. It was a blood that we don't have to keep the sacrificial laws anymore. Understand? But we still have to keep the marriage, keep the Sabbath day. Because we just read it in Revelations to the old bottle. That if you keep the commandments, you shall enter into the kingdom. But if you keep the sacrificial laws, it means you don't need Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai is going to come back to be our Savior through the ignorantly called Jesus Christ. So we need to keep the faith of Yahweh Shai. It got a little basic of it.
Yeah, but the thing about it too, sometimes we can get around people who nothing. Sure. Like, you're correct, and because you're around people who not dealing that. Sometimes
Iron sharpened iron. Yeah, man. I'll get me the Ecclesiastes as well. Iron sharpened iron first. So we're talking. I want to get the Ecclesiastes. Iron sharpened.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 27, verse 17. Iron sharpen iron. So a man sharpens the countenance of his friend.
That's what happens, man. When you're around brothers, you get sharper. You know what I mean? Because you're staying at the word together. You read the scriptures together. It says, where 2 or 3 are gathered. Alright, cool. Go to 3. Yeah. Get me this one. First, get me Matthew. Know this one by now, man. Lucky, brother, man. You see, we're still learning ourselves, bro. You get me? That's right. Go on, man.
yeah, because sometimes you watch other ones, because I think no one about the people and we are
Yeah, what have you been watching?
yeah, no one about the people.
Oh, HOI? Professor back, yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Hey, big up. Shalom to brother, to Zabak. Shabbat Shalom to Arya. You know what I mean? Brothers out there doing the works, man.
That's right.
Matthew 18 and 20. Yeah, I just found it. Matthew chapter 18 and 20.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 20. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them.
Get me that Deuteronomy 19:15. So where there's 2 or 3 are gathered, the Most High is amongst you. The Most High dwells. He loves to dwell when he sees the nation that are gathered together on what desire. You know what I mean? Because he always loves to see that loving, brotherly love of congregating. You know what I mean? Moses didn't go into Pharaoh on his own. Moses, the father says, Moses, like, what am I going to do? He's like, don't worry, I'm going to bring your brother with you. I'm going to bring your brother, and you and them are going to trample down on Pharaoh's philosophies. Yeah, and you're going to bring out my children out of this Egypt. Understand? So you stood when you're around brothers, man. You know what I mean? It's loving.
This is the book of
Deuteronomy.
Yeah.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 19. Chapter 19, verse 15. One witness shall not rise up against a man for any iniquity or any sin. In any sin that he sinneth, at the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, or at the mouth of 3 witnesses, shall this matter be established.
So when you want to come out and teach the people, you can't really teach or judge anyone without having someone there to say, yo, I bear witness, he bears witness. We're here as in order to know that you come in the scriptures. You know what I mean? When you're doing it on your own, when you go to court and you've only got one person that's a witness, that case gets dismissed. Because if we are done in order up here, get it? When they're saying, no, my ancestors were put into slavery, you can say, yeah, my ancestors were put into slavery, these ancestors, get me? We can say that we bear witness that we are the children of the living power. These curses fit us. We need to give you judgment. You don't give us judgment. We are the gods on this earth. The saints have to judge this earth. The saints shall judge the angels. Get me? The saints shall judge the angels. Get me Deuteronomy. Same Deuteronomy. Get 20. Where it says one shall chase 1,000 and 2 shall chase 10,000. 30, I think it's 32 and 30. So you see, when you got a brother with you, it's always good to have a brother with you. If you fall down into a pit, yeah, who's gonna help you out? You can't help yourself out. You need a brother there to get you a ladder or to drop you a rope. Or even if you fell down together, you can say, get on my back. And then you lift him up, he'll stand up, get on my shoulders now. And then even if you can lift him up and you get him out the pit, then he goes and gets the rope or the vine, drags you out. You know what I mean? We need to be there for each other all the time, bro. That is love. The one thing the old bottle did say is that is to love each other, man. But to love each other is not to just walk around and say don't keep the commandments. To love each other is to say, yo, if we love the Father, we need to love the commandments together and build this nation. Because when we rise, our daughters rise, our sons rise, the women rise up with us, and we can build a nation in righteousness. But right now we're broken. You know what I mean? We're calling ourselves Jamaicans. That's right. That's a broken man. We need to be calling ourselves Israelites. You know what I mean? Yasha Allah, princes of power. That's what shows us the strength.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 30. How should one chase 1,000 and 2 put 10,000 to flight?
One can chase 1,000, but 2 chase 10,000. Wouldn't you think 2 can chase 2,000? You do the maths. You think 1 can chase 1,000, so 2 should chase 2,000. No. 1 can chase 1,000, but 2 can get 10,000, bro. That's good math. That's good numbers there for us, man. That's more power for us, man. So imagine 7 of us. The numbers are amazing, bro. You know what I mean? I don't think it's gonna be like it's gonna be over. It's all gonna
100,000.
It's gonna be a mad mass, bro. It's gonna be crazy mass. Like you gotta sit there and get a calculator and work that out. You know what I mean? So now let's get Ecclesiastes, the preacher, and get if one fall into the pit, one can put them out, man. Is there any questions that you got? Any questions?
Not really.
We're just bouncing off what you're saying.
know certain things like you keep the commandments and you keep the Sabbath. Now, you got to know this. Now, you need to work out. Like when you know certain things like that, now you need to work out.
Yeah, they're not keeping the commandments. The Sabbath thing. Yeah. What about that? The smoke? What about the smoking? You still dealing with the smoking thing?
Yeah, the things.
All right. Yeah. Well, you know already what we're gonna say, bro. Keep your vessel holy. Keep the vessel holy, bro. Can't be dealing with the daddy with the witchcraft. That's like it's trying to make your head go into some like wizard. That's like it's like a witch, it's like a wizard thing. You put the tobacco, you wrap it up, you get the light up, you smoke it, you inhale it. You know what I mean? It's like you're putting yourself in some sorcery. You know what I mean? Of course I don't like sorcery or witches, man, or wizards, man. You know what I mean? It is like even though it looks like fashionable now to do it, but if you go back into the old times, it's the same as getting a cauldron, dashing a bit of this in there, dashing a bit of that in there, stirring it up, grinding, mixing it together, and lighting it up. It's a witch, it's a wizard. You understand? It's a dash away wizard, bro. The father won't deal with you. Fuck with that shit.
That's the one I'm thinking.
Yeah, because we all come from there, bro. Man, we all come from them roads there, bro. We're Jake. You're our brother, so we know how it was. We all come from putting down the biggest, getting a 9, getting a 2 in a queue, chopping it up, giving it out to the brethren, trying to make a little money on the side. And you have to dash that away. Because now the farm is giving us so much more. You know what I mean? Now when we come out here, we don't feel like hypocrites. And we know the Father's protecting us.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because we can say what we need to say and stand in the rain, in the sun, in the snow, and say what we need to say to their faces. And the Father protects us with his holy angels, man. You know what I mean?
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 9. 2 are better than 1, because they have good reward for their labor. For if they fall and one is lift. And for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth. He have not another to help him up.
Yeah, I'll get First Corinthians. First Corinthians 13, that's the nicest spirit. Verse 17.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 17. If any man devours the temple of power, him shall power destroy.
Exactly, man. You're, like we said, you're a power, man. You're an Israelite, man. You know better, brother. You're watching the camp videos and you're watching the Israelites and that. Just do better as well. You know what I mean? It's love to you, bro. And you'll have to openly say this because we've been there. So I don't want to keep pulling out sins because we're in sin. You know what I mean? I don't want to keep pulling out things that I'm gonna be obvious to see. But yeah, get there, man, get there. And our brothers have been there, and we all had to help each other out. That's what it says. When you're with your brother and you're around brothers that are in the zeal and in the knowledge, like-minded, take yourself away from them other guys. You know what I mean? We'll help you out. You know what I mean? Help you out. Okay.
Link up on
the YouTube, pick us up on the YouTube. When you do email us if you want to email us. How many you have to do with the email? Take my number then, man. Take my number. Yeah, man. And if you can start bringing on the team, we help you out. Hold the umbrella.
Yes, about to bring out some news around the world.
Right now.
Yeah. About to bring out some news around the world about Yahweh bringing destruction and devastation to the world. Called righteous judgment. What they would call nowadays Mother Nature, which is the Yahweh, Ba'ashim Mashiach Yahushua, righteous judgment around the world. And he's showing us these world events and these so-called these things that are coming. They're in the prophecies, man. They're all in the prophecies. They're written. Everything is written. People see it on TV and they see things every day and they think it's just happening by chance. This is the Most High bringing these judgments.
That's right.
The Most High bringing these judgments down. He's judging the world. He's taking his world back. He makes all things happen in the world and all around all four corners of the world. The first thing I've got here is landslides. We've got landslides in Brazil and Indonesia. Yeah, there's tropical cyclones. Cyclones in Mozambique. In Mozambique, Southeast Africa. And Brazil. And landslides in Brazil. All hell is breaking loose. All hell is breaking loose in the world. People need to keep their eyes on deck. Keep it peeled. Stay awake, Israel. All sorts of things are happening. And it's all the Most High's judgment. God.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 7. I form the light and great darkness. I make peace and great evil. I, Yahweh, do all things.
Exactly. The Most High has got all these things written down in the gospel, which is her, the woman, as it would be called in the gospel. It's all written down. It's nothing happened by chance. Anything you see on TV, devastations, atrocities, riots, anything you see, it's the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashim Mashiach Yahushua. He is making all things happen. You know? There's riots, insurrections happening. All riots, all hell is breaking loose in Holland right now. In Holland there's riots. They're breaking the place down. Insurrections and everything is going on. Police are fighting with civilians. They're rolling around the streets because they won't bow down to this COVID nonsense. They won't bow down to it. Nations are going against their own nation. All sorts of things are happening. It's written. All these things are written in prophecy. Come on. We even got the prophecy right now. We're going to read it. Nation will rise against nation, man. Nothing is going to go to pass. Nothing passes the Most High. And we read.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7. That's not from 6. Verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, and see all trouble, and see and be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end of it is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdoms against kingdoms, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
God, exactly. The water. Kahala Yahweh Ba'ashim Mashiach Yahushua. The water. You know, all these things are written down. You can't make this stuff up. There's nothing you can make up, Israel. It's all happening. In your face, on your TVs. You call up your family that are back home, abroad, here, there, and all four corners of the earth. This is all happening. If you want to check it yourself, go and check it yourself. Don't take our word for gospel. Check it yourself, do your own research. You know? Do your own research and be awake. You know? All sorts of things are happening. In Israel, the Israelis, you know? Netanyahu, you know, the protests. Alex Navalny, leader, jailed. He is jailed. He's been jailed. USSR. 3,000 arrested. Riots and insurrections. All sorts of madness is happening in Israel and the world, the four corners, man. We are keeping a heavy eye on what is going on. Right. We are keeping a heavy eye. The watchmen are out, you know. The band of Israel is out in full force. We are here. All four corners of the earth. Yahweh Ba'Shem HaMashiach Yahushua, he's got his great men raised up, you know. God, precept.
This is the 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou into the ears of my people.
Speak what?
Speak thou into the ears of my people the word of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh.
God, the water. Everything is written. Anything I see is prophecy, it's written. It's done. It's not from our own mouth. It's here. It's evidence, back up evidence. It's all there to be seen. Yeah? We've got another precept on that one.
Come on. 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 14.
Bring it out.
Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein.
Woe to what?
Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein. For the sword of their destruction draweth nigh.
For the what?
For the sword of their destruction draweth nigh. The one people shall stand up and fight against another, and the sword and swords in their hand, and therefore there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of your actions shall stand in their power.
God, that's right. That's right, insurrection, that's right. Because it's written and it's in the gospel, in the Bible, 1611, King James Bible. If you want, just said the Most High, Yahweh. If you want to find out, just read all about it. Read all about it. You can read all about it. It's in the book. It's on the TV. It's everywhere you want. Internet is worldwide. You can't get to another country quicker than the internet nowadays. So don't think about flats. Just jump on the internet and you'll see what's going on. You know, there's so much going on. Lockdown, economy crash. You know, riots, insurrection everywhere. Libyan protest. In Libya. There's protests in farmers in Delhi, you know? Protest farmers in Delhi. India right now, where they're driving, the farmers are driving the trucks around, man. Basically, driving them into the police and nearly killing civilians and stuff. The world is, is rebelling, man. The world is rebellion. No one is following order no more, you know? No one's following order because they can see this is all folly, man. They're not regarding their kings no more. They're not regarding their kings no more. What used to be is not the same because, it's still coming to an end. The world is falling, man. Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling down.
I am separated from the clay.
I am separated from the clay. That's right.
Precept about the flag situation. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 17. A man shall decide to go into the city and shall not be able. So with the flight situation, people want to travel. You can't travel without taking that vaccine, or you want to go to the cities. You can't go into the cities without having, you can't go certain places no more.
That's right.
It's cut it down. You decide to go there, you can't even go there no more.
That's right.
You want to go to a restaurant, you can't go to the restaurant in the city.
That's right. Exactly. It's exactly what's happening around the world. You got to listen up. We got our watchmen watching all four corners, whether we're not there, whether we're there or not. We are in England, but we're watching everywhere. The Most High's got us sharp. Even our places, man. Everyone is boasting. Everyone is boasting in their country. In Africa, they've got so much money. Obviously they've got billions, but they're not doing nothing. They're not doing the right things with it. So the Most High Yahweh will turn that around on them. He will turn that around on them. And in Nigeria, Lagos, you know, there's garbage rivers everywhere, you know, they're struggling to find clean water and loads of things. It just destroys all the things of Mother Nature, what they call, you know, Africa is the motherland. And look how they're treating it, you know? Look how they're treating it.
Africa, yeah? And Nigerians, yeah, Niger. You got this big Nollywood. But why is Nigerian rivers full up with rubbish? So you've got some big Nollywood going on, pretending that you got all this money, dancing and Afro beats, I'm dancing the best.
Right, that's right.
But you can't clean up your dirty river, fam. Look after your own river. But you're going on like you're the best in the world.
That's right.
But you can't look after your own river.
That's right.
You're going like you got all this money, billions.
That's
But
right.
you can't look after your own river.
That's right.
You're throwing plastic in it. You people are disgusting.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well said, Mark.
It's called Bollywood.
Bollywood.
Bollywood. You're all funny.
That's right. You're all Bollywood. That's right. Because all you're doing is destroying the earth like the so-called, like the rest of the world, like the heathen. You're acting just like them. And then, you know, there is only 1/3 of Israel that are going to be saved. So, wow, evidence speaks for itself, you know. Wow, there's volcano eruption in Indonesia, you know, and Merapi, that's the name of the volcano. You know, every volcano has a nice name on it because, you know, a nice name.
how they even say
Yeah,
it.
God, you know what I mean? You always got a nice name on it because the Most High is coming down on everybody. You know, it's His world, four corners.
Get that one in Songs of Solomon chapter 3 verse 9.
His world, four corners. And there's nothing that is going to stop His wrath.
That's right.
There's nothing that's going to stop His wrath, man.
This is the book of Songs of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 9. This is the book of Songs of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 6. Who is that cometh out of the wilderness like pillars of smoke, perfume of myrrh and frankincense, with myrrh and frankincense, with all powders of the merchant?
That's right.
Yeah, so that's Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
In a nutshell, who's that coming out of the pillars of smoke? It's Yahweh Shai. He said he's going to come travailing like a woman in childbirth. Man.
Right.
So when he comes, he's going to come in all of these. He says, then you shall know the times are here, man.
That's right.
And the fathers, saying the wonders are coming, man.
That's right.
So who is that when you see that pillar of smoke? It's the Heavenly Father's Son coming.
God. Exactly. The heavenly
Frankincense and myrrh as well.
frankincense and myrrh. So you can't lie about this stuff. It's in the scriptures, man. It's in the scriptures. You cannot lie about this stuff. You know, so people, Israel, wake up, man. Wake up, man. Peep the game, please. You know, we can peep. We've been peeping girls wearing short skirts. You know, big lips, big this, big back, this and that. We've done all that, man. It's old news. Big cars, big houses, big jewels. You know, smelly weed. Come on, it's there. Everything's there to be seen.
The biggest nine bar.
Biggest nine bars, cocaine, big block. What do you want? Come on, it's all there, man. It's all glamorized, man. But it's not meant for us. It's not meant for us.
Bring it out.
That's right. It's not meant for us. You know, we're chosen people, man. We're chosen people. Come on. You know, we're chosen people, so we're better than that, man.
That's the right
We're
news.
better than that. That's it.
That's the right news.
God.
Bring it up.
God. That's right, Art. We're better than that. So wake up. Wake up, man. There's tornadoes in Alabama. You know, USA. Many people. One dead. I tell you, everything I go on, kids, boy, we have no sorrow in this, because as Israelites we know all things work through the Father.
Everything.
Everything works through the Father. Yahweh Bashima Mashiach Yahushua. So we have no sorrow for no one that don't deserve it. You know? They only deserve, what they deserve is judgment. And that is what it is. Judgment is needed. So, and there's more things, you know, there's more things going on. There's too much to read. There's Italian plane crashes.
Italian plane crash in Jamaica.
Italian plane crash in Jamaica. Clarendon. Rocky Point.
Yeah.
Rocky Point, Clarendon. Can you believe, yeah? Everyone's out there having their holidays, smoking their big marijuana spliff, chilling.
And then you see a plane.
And then you see a plane light you up quicker than you can light your spliff. You know what I'm gonna say?
You know what they're doing? You know what the people are doing? The people are taking the seats out of the plane. Like they're actually going in there with the ratchets and taking the plane, the seats out of the plane.
Taking the seats out of the plane. You hear that? They're taking the seats out of the plane. They're ransacking the plane. So what's in that drop? They're like, here what? That look good in our back garden, you know. That look good in our yard. Let me take that seat there. Yo, listen. Let me take that seat there. That look good in our front home, you know. A good look at something there.
In the back garden.
I'll get in the back garden.
Let me play two domino.
Play two domino, buddy.
And two loaded.
Too loaded, buddy. And that's what's going on. It's the Most High judgment. It's nothing else but the Yahweh Bashima Mashiach Yahushua is coming down. You know, all sorts of things are happening, you know. Everything is going on. Can't. There's even a crash coach. 19 dead. 19 dead. 5 teens, 1 child. You know, Parawa in Brazil. You know, there's all sorts of things happening there. Happening by the minute, by the second, by the hour. There's nothing don't pass the Most High's judgment, you know. There's petrol van, and crash bus, you know. Burn in West Cameroon. 53 burned, dead. In the petrol cylinder lorries, you know, in them big trucks. It's blown up. Kill off enough people, that's how it goes. We can't cry.
Where's that?
Car, crash coach, 19 dead. You know? Petrol van, 53 bun.
That was disgusting. When you watch that one, you know, there was burnt bodies everywhere. They were dead off.
Gone. Burn up quicker than your barbecue. It's a mad thing. You know? There's millions of locusts in the city of Jazan, Saudi Arabia. Locusts, and we all know about the locusts. Come on. If you don't know about the locusts, you don't know the Bible. You know what I'm going to say? And you need to get to know, because this is right at the very beginning. You know? Setting our people free. This is what? There's nothing new under the sun, man. There's nothing new under the sun. You didn't hear that there's flying pigs. There's flying pigs come to haunt these people, man. It's the same plagues that have been here from early. Locusts. Come.
So just the one for the locusts, yeah? This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 27. But now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him.
That's right,
This is verse 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourge for amendment.
Exactly. All praise. See, we don't worry about Esau. You see, we don't worry about Esau. He's a very, very small power unto the children of Israel, you know. We stay calm. You know, calm.
It's all good.
You was gonna get
Hey, Tom.
Calm,
Hey, all
calm,
praises
calm.
to you, how about show you how to
Calm, calm.
That would have been a Tom.
Exactly, that's what it was, that's what it was. But the mighty men of Israel, we do not cower, man. We do not cower down to no Edom, man. We do not do it. We just look in his eyes and we take his spirit away. We take his spirit away, you know. Calm. Back to the news, you know. Back to the news. He's passed on. Calm. Calm. There's masses of fish. Masses of fish wash the shore in El Crisco, Chile, the country of Chile. There's all sorts of things happening. Fish wash the shore, man. The sea is destroyed. The sea is destroyed, man. These heathens have destroyed the earth and the sea and everything thereof. They have destroyed everything there is, man. Why do you think there's going to be famine? Because there'll be no more damn food to eat.
That's right.
That's right.
Nothing left.
Not even fishing.
Not even fishing, man. Everything is destroyed. You know? In London, Parliament, in London, they're burning buildings, you know? I'm going to say burning buildings. It's all happening. It's all going down. First it was London Bridge. now it's just houses going on fire. You know what I'm going to say? There's all sorts of things that are happening. It's all just up and down. It's all going off. So, you know, it's burning, you know. But Yahweh Bashim Mashiach is working. Every word is burning down.
Yahweh's burning London down, London down, London down. Yahweh's burning London down.
Babylon is falling.
Babylon is falling.
Calm. This is what it is. This is what it is. Calm. You know, this is it. Sewage water. Sewage water in the sea. Sewage water in the sea, Saudi Arabia. You know? Rabbit Bay. Rabbit Beach. Everything is mixing up. Everything is mixing. See, you can't mix the good with the bad. You can't mix the good with you can't mix the good and bad, you know? You can't mix it. There's a good fruit, there's good fruit, and you got bad fruit. You can't mix the trees. You can't mix them up. There's no mixing in this thing. This ain't sarsaparilla. This ain't Robinson. This ain't what it is. You can't mix it up. You can't mix it up. You know? They're destroying Earth. They're destroying the Earth. And no one in Saudi Arabia right now can find any clean drinking water. They're running kilometers. They're running miles to go and find some clean water, you know? They're running miles. I can't even put a name on how far they're going because the one they run to for miles, they probably get there and think that's clean and that's dirty. But they've got to run another few miles to find more water. Everything is defiled under the heavens, you know? Every sewage water is mixed up with good water and they can't find nothing, man. You know? It's a precept.
Yeah. Isaiah chapter. Isaiah. One, two. Isaiah. One, two. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24 and verses 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languish.
That's right.
And fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitation thereof. Because they have transgressed the laws.
Because they what?
Because they have transgressed the laws. Changed the ordinances. Broken the everlasting covenant.
That's right. See, it's there, man. Everything is written, man. Everything is written. Sewage water, they have defiled everything, man. Yahweh Bashim Mashiach Yahushai, he's coming back for his world. Because he is just, he's making sure everything is destroyed. So no one can't live peaceful no more, you know? Sure. No one can't live this happily ever paradise life that they think it is when I've destroyed the Israelites to do it. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not going to happen, man. Not for much longer. Not for much longer, man. In Nigerians in Saudi Arabia, for black bags, man, for beds. Black bags and sheets they're sleeping, for bed sheets. You know, black bags for bed sheets. Everyone thinks everyone is doing so well, you know, they live in the African dream. You know, they live in this dream. Come to Dubai and buy your stuff. Come to Dubai, man. Come to the Emirates, man. Come and buy your stuff, man. Come in the camels. Come in the camels.
Come back to Africa. Come do the great return back to Africa.
It's not so, man.
It's not like that.
It's not so, man. It's not so. There's many things going on that you are not awake to right now. You're not awake to. Your eye is on a small thing. But we are on the big things of the earth, which is the gospel, and we're keeping a good eye on what is going on. I'm saying people sleeping in black bags, man. It's not all paradise. It's not all songs in paradise, man. In Manchester, England, right where we are, you know. Manchester, there's 4 homes damaged. Two fronts of the houses fall off with giant sinkholes swallowing the car in the road. Who would think that we would see all these prophecies come to pass? This is England. This is England, right? Ain't everything meant to be perfect? This is the great kingdom of Babylon. Everything's meant to be perfect. They got all the money, they got everything. No. The Most High will bring down low what He will bring down low. He will have compassion on who has compassion, and He will have mercy on who He has mercy, man. You know what I'm going to say? It don't happen like that. It does not work like that. The Most High is first, and everyone, you got to know He's the first and the last. You got to listen up. If you're not listening, you better watch. Come.
This is Colossians.
Come. That's right.
Colossians.
He will come. He will come, and he will bring down everything He needs to bring down. Devastation is coming.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrongs which he hath done. And there is no respect of persons.
Come on. That's right. That's right. Because nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change. What is written is written. And He's not going back on His word. He is not going back on any of it. So keep on dreaming. You dreamers, keep on dreaming. That's all I can say. You're coming like the Edomite with the wishes. Nothing's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? There's more. Where do I start? There's floods in Lebanon. Come forward. There's floods in Lebanon. Earthquakes in Mindanao in Philippines. There's 24 arrested enforcing COVID. In COVID in Moradin, in Jerusalem, and in Israel. They all rebelling, man. There's rebellion all over the world, man.
That's to the Orthodox one. That's to the Orthodox.
Jewish.
The Orthodox. Yeah, them guys, man.
Orthodox Jews. Hey, Orthodox Jewish. No, we're gonna call them Jews.
Yeah, Orthodox Jewish guys out there, they're actually getting arrested, man. Because of the COVID thing, man. So there's no respect even for the 1%ers out there.
That's right.
They're putting the judgment on who they're gonna put their judgment.
That's
on
right.
the left hand side.
Exactly. Here we go again with Nigeria again. Nigerian gas explosion. Another gas explosion in Nigeria. Enough of them did. Enough of them dead off. Enough of them did fall. Enough of them ain't coming back. Because there's many sinners and there's many heathens and there's many tears among the weak. There's many tears among the weak. We think we're all round. There's tears among the weak, man. And the Most High is judging everything.
Judging history, everything. This is a Sirach, chapter 39 and 28.
Bring it out.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
That's right.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of Him that made them. Fire and hell and famine and death
And all these were created for vengeance.
Come on, that's right.
Basically just saying, yeah.
That's it, that means the wrath that made them, man. All the wrath that you're making the Most High angry, man. The more angry you get, the more it's going to pop off on the earth. You're going to see more devastation, more events happening. You're going to see more killings, more blood, and it's beautiful for the Israelites. We've shed enough. We've shed enough on this earth to keep this earth going and everyone to be having a good time. It's all off the Israelite blood, sweat and tears. So it's about time, repent. It's about time righteous judgment is coming back, man. And we're on the right side of it. So Israel, wake up. If you want to be on the right side, you better wake up now because time is late. Time is late. And no one knows of the time. So, you know, word. Where are we at? And there's a mediator, there's a another sinkhole in Malaysia. Kuala Selangor in Malaysia. Sinkholes everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So what? Yahweh is just destroying the place of sinkholes, man.
Precept on that one.
Come on.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 16, in verse 30. But if Yahweh make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up with all that repentation unto them, and they go down quickly into the pit, then shall understand that these men that appertain to others, This is the book of Numbers, chapter 16, verse 30.
Bring it out.
But if Yahweh make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quickly into the pit, then ye shall go down quick into the pit, then shall thou understand that these men have provoked Yahweh.
So that's saying, yo, they're gonna, when they see all of this flood devastation happen, yeah, they're gonna start making their underground bunkers, man.
That's right.
They're gonna strictly go and hide because they know that, yo, they've messed up.
That's right.
But they're gonna go into a pit when the earth is sucking up the ground.
Right.
How can you go and hide in the ground and the Most High is sucking up the ground?
Exactly.
These guys are stupid, man. That's why they said they're children of fools.
God. That's right.
And also the reason why the earth is making so many sinkholes now is because it's travailing. You know that the earth is travailing. Because as Israel, as we have a Sabbath day, 6 days we work, 7 days we rest at the Most High. The earth itself also has a Sabbath day. It has a land Sabbath. But it has Sabbath years. But because of you can see everything around us is concrete. You know, the earth ain't got nowhere to grow. It ain't got nowhere to sprout. So it ain't had a Sabbath. We're all muted.
They've even imprisoned nature, man. They've imprisoned nature, man. Nature can't even get out and be free. Just like the animals, man. Just like the Israelites. Bring it out.
This is the book of Leviticus.
And these proud women are gonna feel it.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 25. And the land is defiled thereof. Do I visit the iniquity thereof upon it? And the land itself vomited out by inhabitants.
Exactly, man. So the land is vomiting. The landslides.
That's right.
That's the land going.
That's right.
It's vomiting out its inhabitants because it don't like what you've done with sucking out the oils out of the ground, man.
Teacher.
Yeah, sucking out the sand out of the sea, man.
Teacher.
Yeah, withdrawing all the cobalt and gold out of the minerals out of the earth, man.
Covering the soil with concrete so the earth can't even go through. The plant can't grow properly.
The ground is actually vomiting out with not keeping any Sabbaths, man.
That's right.
You understand? The land ain't keeping no Sabbath, so this is the righteous child. Give me that Proverbs 29, and then close out. So is that the last one?
One more meteor.
Yeah, meteorite fell from the sky there in Indonesia, man. And if you wanted to know, this is the 11th month, yeah, of the full moon of 2021.
That's right.
Yeah, on the Gregorian calendar.
That's right.
Yeah? But on the 11th month biblically, yeah, you have to understand we're in some mad times right now, man.
That's right.
Mad times.
Crazy time.
29,
These are the times to be awake, Israel.
Yeah, 29, Proverbs 29 verse 2. Give me Psalms 137.
This is Proverbs 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn it.
That's what's going on, man. The people mourn it, man. Because they're not. Give me Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes. Yeah. Ecclesiastes. Chapter 10. Verse 8.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteousness, unrighteous dealings, injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one person to another.
So that's what's going to happen, man. It says Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. Yeah, and Esau is at the end. So because of these unrighteous people on this earth, they're going to be obliterated, and the righteous ones shall rule the earth, and there shall be no more wickedness.
That's right.
No more dishonoring the Most High Sabbath days.
That's right.
No more walking around thinking that you're above the men. That's right. These women. There shall be order, and there shall be righteousness on the earth. No more folly. No more animals in zoos. No more golden bolts or around the necks of wicked people.
That's right.
Yeah. No more hiding the abominations, man. Speaking up for righteousness. That's right. That is what's going to be in order, and that's what's going to be happening because of. Read that again.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings.
Because of unrighteous dealings.
Injuries and riches. Got by deceitful people. The kingdom is translated from one person to another.
The kingdom shall be translated from the so-called white people into so-called blacks, Latin Americans, the Seminole Indians, Native Americans, to the Negroes, the ones that keep the laws, statutes, and the commandments of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Yeah? Now get this, brother. Psalms 137. We close that one. 132 verse 11. Give me Psalms 132. Anyone like this? Go on.
This is the book of Psalms, 132 verse 11. Yahweh has sown truth unto David. He will not turn from it. Of the fruit of thy body will he sit upon thy throne. If thy children will keep my covenant and my testimony, I shall teach them. Their children also shall sit upon thy throne forevermore.
That's why we say, Ka'Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, Ba'arakah Kadash. Yeah, on that we're going to close out. We're going to say, Imanu wa Allah, Shabbat Shalom, to Israel that keep these laws and commandments, man.
That's right.
Yeah, I hope the knowledge has increased. Yeah, Kwame Shabbat.
Kwame Shabbat.